I've got something that I gotta show you. And this thing can potentially make your gimbal shots a lot better. Let's have a closer look. All right, here I am with this case, with this product. Is it the right thing for you? Is it gonna improve your gimbal shots? Let's find out. So as soon as we open up the case, we will notice that we have this really interesting dual springy arm thing. Look at this. I already know how this thing is already gonna work because I used to own a Steadicam vest. You can actually check out the review I did for it right here. And this is basically based on the same technology. Next, we have two adapters here. These will actually help fit smaller and larger gimbals. So this is most of the time not gonna be needed, but it's there for you just in case you do. Right under all of that stuff, we have the vest. Front part is all metal, back is all padded with Velcro and some other padded stuff. I don't know exactly what it's made out of, but it feels like polyester and some other forms of cloth. So the padding itself actually looks pretty comfortable. And here's a little time lapse of me putting this thing on. There's a few buckles here, so if you've never used a Steadicam vest ever, it might be a little bit complicated for you at first to put it on, but eventually you do get the hang of it. Next, we're gonna attach the dual spring arm. So the dual spring arm basically works like a quick release plate. All we have to do is slide it onto the front part of the vest. All right, and now check it out. You can actually see it springing along. So once we add our gimbal into this mix, we'll actually be able to use this vest properly. So to set up the vest, simply put it on and just insert your gimbal right into the adapter area. Then use the tensioner to tighten up the tension. Now, how does this whole system work? We actually have two dampening springs or two dampening arms. This is meant to absorb any of your up and down movements. So as I run in place, you can actually see the springs go to work and absorb a lot of that up and down bounce. Now, is this vest system meant for everybody? Probably not. For those of you who shoot long events such as weddings and receptions and parties and all that other sort of stuff, this vest is the perfect option for you because it will take a lot of that pressure off of your lower back. The dampening arms are made out of high quality aluminum, especially the springs. They're thick and they will get the job done. Notice how there's two red knobs. Adjust these knobs to adjust the tension of the springs. The heavier the setup, the more tension you need. The lighter the setup, the less tension you need. Now, since this vest is so high quality, I actually do trust it to the point where I can just let go of it. I trust the springs won't snap. That's how much faith I put in this system. I don't recommend you do that, but I just want to assure you that this thing is very high quality. So this is the Sony 16-35 lens. Let's see how it looks like. There's a few things I noticed while using this rig. The closer I hold it to my body, the worse it performs. However, if I slightly have it away from my body, the better the shocks work, if that makes any sense. So I get less of that up and down movement. Now, does this perform better than just using a gimbal on its own? I don't think so, because when you get the technique right with walking and holding a gimbal properly, you will get just as smooth footage. This vest is particularly good for those heavier setups and for those long events that you need to shoot. That's about it. Will it make your shots smoother? I don't think so. Now, one thing you have to understand is that when you're using a vest system like this, you're very limited on what you can do. For example, if you want to do a tilt, you actually have to move your whole entire body. Without the vest system, you would just have to move the gimbal or your hands. But this thing requires your whole entire body to move up and down. Another thing is that this vest limits you a lot. So for example, if I want to go up high or down low, it's very difficult for me to do so. So keep that in mind. This vest, honestly, is only good for those heavy setups during those long events. Now, do I recommend this vest for some of you? I do, but only for the people that need a heavy setup during a long shoot. Again, this vest does limit a lot of movement, so keep that in mind, but it also prevents your back from aching, all right? So if you're interested in this product, go ahead and check out the link for it in the description box below, and I can't wait to see what you create. I'll talk to you later. Peace.